Rangers hockey.
It's New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden. It should be a rousing finish to 1986 as the Rangers meet the Islanders. Hello, everyone. Sam Rosen along with John Davidson. Happy New Year to you. And John, the Rangers and the Islanders meet up. Rangers start the night 1 point behind New Jersey, 3 behind the Devils, behind the Penguins, and 7 behind the Islanders. So an important game for them tonight.
They're all important. Anytime you get a Patrick Division game going, it's important. You can feel the electricity in the building whenever these two teams get together, and it should be a good one. The Rangers want to prove to themselves that they can play well the second night of doubleheaders.
The goalies, John, 2 outstanding young goaltenders. Kelly Rudy's been fantastic for the Islanders. John Van Beesbrook playing well for the Rangers.
It's very, very tough to find a weakness with these two goaltenders. They both handle the puck well. They both have very quick feet. They both are competitors, and I think that's the biggest key more than anything. You talk about the Islanders, you talk about Trottiers, you talk about Bossies, but remember Brent Sutter. He scored the hat trick last time that the Rangers and the Islanders met, and he's a person that does other good things. Bossy scored an overtime goal to beat Pittsburgh last week, but it was Brent Sutter that won the faceoff to set it up. That Brent Sutter's a great player, and last time they met, he shut down the Potvin line. Esposito has to keep Potvin away from Brent Sutter.
One man who's enjoying the party atmosphere here at the Garden is Bruce Beck. He's at ice side right now. Let's go to Bruce.
Sam, it is a festive night. It is a huge party here at Madison Square Garden as the Rangers and Islanders tangle on New Year's Eve, and you have a lot of unusual characters that are also here in attendance this evening, and you have one who's a very familiar guy, Phil Esposito, and the general manager also has donned the tails and the tux for tonight's game. So if there's one way of describing tonight's hockey game, it's that when the Rangers and Islanders get together, this contest is a dandy. The opening face-off just moments ahead from Madison Square Garden. We'll be back with all the action in just a moment.
Here's wishing you and all New York sports fans the very best at this great time of year.
With games within his own division, the Patrick Division, that's an outstanding win-loss record. And he's a competitor, stand-up goaltender like John Van Beesbrook, who is going to get the start for the Rangers. He flew back from Pittsburgh yesterday afternoon along with Jensen and Jackson because they were not playing. They're well rested. Bob Froese is the backup, and Billy Smith the backup for the Islanders.
Mike Noeth is the referee. Gord Krossiker just back from an ankle injury. And Kevin Collins are the linesmen. Late scratch for the Rangers. Willie Huber is out of the lineup. Kurt Giles, who originally was going to sit out, is back in. Rangers open with Potvin at center, Jan Erickson and Tomas Sandstrom on the wings, and that line just had a superb night last night with Erickson getting 2 goals and Potvin 2. Now what's this all about here? Dennis Potvin checking with Mike Noeth, the referee. This question about the lineups, John, the starting lineups?
I'm not real sure. I know one thing. The Rangers didn't particularly want to have Potvin play against Brent Sutter, but they love to have Jan Erickson on the ice against Bossy. And that's what we're seeing. And he does have the lineup sheets.
First-year head coach of the Islanders, Terry Simpson, looking on.
Bob Nystrom is normally on the bench with Simpson, but he is serving a 10-game suspension for going into the stands in New Jersey. Bob Nystrom is not allowed around the team on the day of a game or at a game, so he'd be up in the press box watching from afar. Now Noeth is checking out with Terry Simpson as to who should be starting for the Islanders. They made a change. Basson has come out. Hey, pretty sharp, huh?
Doesn't he look great on an outfit? Well, he doesn't seem to be upset with the lineup change.
Well, they put.
Looks like Phil Esposito wanted to pull a last-second switch.
I think they put Basson on the ice in place of Flatley. Now they make a quick change. When you announce your starting lineup, you have to start the game with those people. The Islanders had made a mistake.
Here we go. Along the boards, Rangers push it up. Deneen, long shot. Bounces to the back of the net. Flatley has it, number 26. Wrap around in front. The shot goes wide by Brent Sutter. Stopped by Potvin at the point. Flatley in the corner, checked by Melnick. Islanders with a fast start. Brent Sutter all over the puck. Sutter behind the net. Centers right in front and deflected wide by Flatley. Fast start for the Islanders. Deneen centers to Flatley, and he couldn't tee up a shot. Out come the Rangers. Potvin with a puck. Deneen slows him down. Potvin pokes it away from Sandstrom, and out comes Brent Sutter.
Both of these teams are first goal hockey teams. When New York Rangers score first, They are 11-5-2. When the Islanders score first, they were 16-5-1. So the first goal does mean something between these two hockey clubs.
Ryan Trottier, who has 12 goals this season, 8 of them on the power play. Has 39 points, second on the team. Greg Gilbert is out. Steve Conroy has a chest injury and is missing his second straight game. Willie Huber, a late scratch with a jammed wrist. Deblois, the knee injury. McPhee, shoulder getting better. Sotart, Lambert, and Helmanen are healthy and scratched from tonight's lineup. Bob Froese is the backup goalie. Ron Greshner out with Don Maloney on the left. Chris Jensen on the right. Ken Leiter, who is getting over a battle with a flu, sending it in. Rangers have it now. Greshner into the Islander zone. Round it goes. Richard Crom, number 35, checked by Jensen. Overcomes Maloney over skates. And the puck moved out by Crom down the boards. And Karam's side of the net. Van Beesbrook leaves it for James Patrick. And out it comes. Ryan Curran goes back for it. Islanders winless in their last 3 as Greshner tries to steal the puck. Morrow puts it up ahead off the glass. Makela sends in.
You have Curran and Morrow as a defense pairing. They're not very quick, but Morrow is smart. The Rangers would be well advised to forecheck that pair if possible.
I think it'll be interesting to watch Morrow and see how he plays consecutive nights with his bad knees that he's had for years. Shot by Lauer goes wide.
Morrow's smart. He knows how to take the short routes.
That shot goes wide by LaFontaine. And the Rangers come out of the zone. The lead is for Kissio. Kissio races down. Morrow gets back with him. And icing is called. Kissio missed the puck. And the Rangers called for the icing. 17:54 to go, first period.
This woman did a
Froese, the backup tonight. And Phil Esposito felt he earned some cheers from the crowd with the effort last night.
He's a very likable man. He fit in very well with his hockey team. Sits at the back of the bus in the back of the plane and discusses the facts of hockey life with his teammates.
Oh, and he makes his presence known.
I like those guys that sit at the back of the bus in the back of the plane, you know.
He lets you know he's there, though. That shot was blocked as McKegney keeps it in the Islanders zone. Around to the far side, LaRouche is there. He's bumped by Hanpa. Bob Basson has the puck and sends out Alan Kerr. Kerr one-on-one with Giles. Kerr stopped by Giles. Jackson has the puck. Off the boards. Out comes LaRouche. LaRouche tied up in center by Hanpa. Kissio gets loose. The wrist shot is deflected by Dineen. Good play by the defenseman Gord Dineen. Islanders come out. Ari Hanpa across the line. Open is Kerr. Kerr was offside on the play.
They could have had a 2-on-1 there, and Hanpa was very slow developing. The Rangers are making a line change. Dennis Potvin, the blade of his stick is much bigger this year. He was saying the reason is he can get loose pucks within the goal crease a lot quicker to clear the garbage. Plus, along the boards, when he wants to handle a puck when it's coming around, he'll control it much easier with a bigger blade on the end of his stick. I would say Esposito maybe had the biggest blade I've ever seen. Potvin's is much bigger than last year's.
Dennis Potvin, who continues to set records, NHL records, with his scoring for defensemen. What a marvelous career he's had. One of the outstanding defensemen of all time in the NHL. Leiter deflected to the far side, picked up by Ridley. Ridley lost control. Brad Lauer has it. Lauer, number 32, gets loose. And now it's LaFontaine dropping it off for Dwayne Sutter. Centering pass given away to Ridley. Ridley pushes it ahead. Here comes Osborne. Miller takes the right side. Miller goes in against Tomas Janssen. Miller ridden out of the play by Janssen. Good work by Tomas Janssen. Dwayne Sutter is checked along the boards by Ridley. In comes Miller to help. Osborne's shot goes wide, and it goes all the way down the ice. 3.5 minutes gone by in the first period. No score as Larry Melnick picks up the puck and advances to Osborne. Back it goes to Laidlaw. Tries the other route. Gave it away to Makela. Mikko Makela, number 24, to the goal line. Winds it behind the net. Trottier chases down. Leaves it along the boards. Now it's Makela. Pass Trottier. Laidlaw plays the near side. In comes Morrow to take it. Laidlaw trying to break it up. Trottier sends it all the way across, and out of the zone it goes.
The Islanders have separated Trottier and Bossy. They're on separate lines for this hockey game, trying to get more scoring balance. They have not had a lot of even strength goals. They're rated number 1 on their power play. That's where most of their firepower has come from. Both teams are playing fairly smart here, Sam. We've had one shot on goal, that by the Islanders, but the play, you can see them thinking out there. You see good, smart forechecking, especially by the Islanders.
Curran plays it around the boards for Makela, and he gives to Trottier. Trottier's lead is off the stick of Crom. He gathers it in, checked by Patrick, wraps him around, and Potvin sends it out. Jan Erickson. Sandstrom trailing, gets the pass. It just went wide. Fired just wide.
That shot had Rudy beaten, but it missed the net. Sandstrom's got to hit the net.
Potvin puts it in the crease. Rudy got a glove on it. Islanders come out. Kerr sending it across for Hanpa, taps it to Bob Basson. Basson back to Hanpa. Hanpa against Patrick. Centers in front. Kerr kicks it with a stick, with a skate rather, as Erickson had him tied up. Potvin gets out of the zone. Deflected by Sandstrom. Rudy stops the puck. We were in Pittsburgh last night. Eddie Johnston, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Penguins, was absolutely raving about Kelly Rudy's play against the Penguins. Centered in front for Kerr, and he slid it wide of the net. Still loose in front. Hanpa is tied up by Potvin. Battle goes on. Giles in the corner with Basson, and the puck is frozen. 14:32 to go. First period. Rangers and Islanders. No score.
Here's wishing you an all
Shot on goal by the Islanders.
You can tell the Islanders lost last night. They're playing very smart hockey here. They're forcing the issue. The Rangers have not buckled with that pressure in their own zone. In other words, the Islanders have not had good goal scoring chances, but the Islanders are forcing the play.
Most dangerous moments came in that first minute. This is Bossy with the puck. Across the ice to Janssen. Checked by Greshner toward the net. It's wide. Bossy plays it along the near boards. Fires wide of the net again. Janssen plays it around. In comes Bossy. Centers. Brent Sutter trying to stuff it in. It was stopped by Van Beesbroek. Beautiful setup by Bossy for Brent Sutter. Maloney dumps it in. Janssen goes back to play it. Forechecking is Greshner. Janssen hits Brent Sutter. It's off his skate. Gathered in by Melnick. Melnick checked by Brent Sutter. Takes the puck back and sends it into his own zone.
The Rangers made a quick change with their defensemen. They obviously want Laidlaw and Melnick out against Sutter and Bossy. Brent Sutter, that is.
And here comes Brent Sutter. 19 goals this season. Sutter gets in. Sutter deep. And is stopped by Van Beesbroek. He went to the backhand side. Van Beesbroek blocked him. Flatley. Bumped by Laidlaw. Gives the puck to Bossy. Wound up for the shot, and Jensen checked him. Kissio plays the board. Stopped by Potvin. Potvin looks and drives it. Knocked down. Hits the side of the net. Bossy hits the side of the net as well.
That shot may have gone in. It ended up hitting Brian Trottier behind John Van Beesbroek. Trottier may have saved the Rangers a goal against.
Potvin leading Trottier into the zone. There goes Bossy. Offside. Bossy was a stride ahead of the play. 13:07 to go in the first period. And again, the Islanders applying pressure on the Rangers here early in the game.
Trottier moves in behind Van Beesbroek. The puck hits him just before it drops to the outside of the goalpost. Van Beesbroek trying to get good position. Of course, Trottier's a strong individual, tough to move out. And that's maybe why they have Melnick and Laidlaw, two physically strong defensemen, out against them.
I do think that puck would have gone wide.
Yeah, it was close, yeah.
Here's Karkner with a puck. Blocked by Makela. Puts it to Trottier. Deflected away from Crom by Osborne, and the Rangers get it out of the zone. Trottier again in center. Across the line comes Crom. Back pass for Makela, taken away by Osborne. Osborne drops it in the Islanders zone. Potvin to play it. Checked by Miller. In comes Osborne to take it away. Osborne bumped along the board. Potvin has the puck. To Crom. He's hit by Jackson and dumps it out. Karkner goes over to play it. Ridley driving it wide. Brad Lauer has the puck. Now it's Gordonine ahead for Makela and out of the zone where Jackson is there. Giles into the Islanders zone, but Miller was still there. Rangers are offside. 12:04 to go, first period. Rangers still looking for their first shot on goal.
Here's what
Shots on goal. Rangers without a shot on goal. Rangers send out Kissio, McKegney on the left side, LaRouche on the right. LaFontaine wins the draw. Ryan Curran drives it around the boards. McKechnie and Dwayne Sutter along the near side. Dwayne Sutter centers all the way through as Lauer was tied up by Jackson. Islanders have had the territorial advantage in the game. They've had a couple of good chances in front. Now the Rangers come in. Kissio dropped to LaRouche. He shoots, saved by Rudy. There's the first shot on goal. McKechnie checked low on the boards. Over comes Kissio to help out. He plays it. Kissio knocked away by Dwayne Sutter. Lauer leads it.
You notice how LaRouche is a right winger. Whenever he gets a shot on goal, it comes from the left side of the ice.
Here comes LaRouche in. Bumped by Kenny Morrow. Kissio takes the puck. Poke checked away by Potvin. Kissio again. Checked by Potvin along the boards. And the Islanders come out 3-on-2. Hanpa across the line. Hanpa leaves it for Dwayne Sutter. Save is made. The rebound is played by McKechnie. Off the skate of Hanpa and out to center. Dropped in by Dineen. Laidlaw goes back to get it.
The Islanders are controlling that neutral zone very handily. They're either carrying the puck over the Ranger blue line or dumping it in. And not much action going the other way.
Potvin was tackled from behind. That shot by Hanpa is off the glove of Van Beesbroek. Comes back to Sandstrom, who gloved it, dropped it, and here comes Potvin. Potvin in with a drive, save off the right pad, and a penalty coming up. Out in center ice, Alan Kerr is going to be called for holding. And the first penalty of the game is called with 10:33 to go. First period, no score. Rangers going up on a power play next. Head coach Tom Webster on the left and Doug Sotard, the Rangers' third goaltender, on the right, watching it ice side of the Rangers bench. Kerr gets called for holding at 9:27. Rangers 8th overall on the power play, but struggling at home on the power play.
16th at home. That's a big difference. They're 4 for 16 in the series, though. Against the Islanders, the prior 3 games, Miller, Potvin have 1 each. LaRouche has 2. Of those 4 power play goals, twice the Rangers scored when the Islanders had taken bench penalties. Once Trottier was in the penalty box and once Conroy was in the penalty box. So the Rangers get a chance to get some offense going on the power play.
Potvin, Osborne, and Sandstrom up front. Patrick and Greshner at the points. And a steal by Potvin, but he shot it wide. Patrick to the puck, ahead for Sandstrom. Leaves it in the corner. Potvin leaves it there for Sandstrom. Sandstrom holds. Osborne set up in front. Shot by Patrick. Save is made and cleared aside. And all the way down the ice, knocked down by Crum.
That was a well set up play. Osborne is so strong, he's tough to move, and he deflected that shot by Patrick. But Kelly Rudy moved his body into position where the puck hit him. A real good save.
Potvin brings it across. Sandstrom tried to get into the corner, and Dineen intercepted and cleared.
The Islanders, penalty killing wise, are 11th in the league, 14th on the road. Chicago, who played against the Islanders last night, were 0 for 3 on their power plays. So the Islanders have been good lately.
Patrick drives it around. 1:05 to go on the power play. Curran couldn't clear. Sandstrom has the puck. Back pass to Patrick. Patrick fakes. Feed to Sandstrom. Now to Patrick. Has room and he shoots. Deflected over the top by Osborne. Sandstrom's pass knocked down by Curran. Patrick ahead to Potvin. Potvin out of the corner. Potvin looking, cutting to the net is Kartner. Kartner set up in front. Back pass to Patrick. Patrick to Osborne. Now to Patrick. He shoots wide. Rebound to Potvin in the circle. Try to get a shot off. It comes to Sandstrom. Feed to Kartner. Kartner winds it around for Osborne. 30 seconds to go on the power play as Curran tries to clear, and it hops over the stick of Patrick.
25 seconds remaining in the penalty to Kerr. The Rangers have had 2 shots on goal.
Pretty steal by Brent Sutter, who sends it down. Brent Sutter has developed into one of the outstanding players in the National Hockey League.
You can put him into any situation and he'll do well.
Here's Ridley across. Ridley dropping it back, and the shot by McKechnie was deflected up into the crowd. 8:41 to go in the first period. 9 seconds to go on the Rangers power play. There is still no score, and there's the man we were talking about, Brent Sutter, who has 19 goals this year.
From the province of Alberta. Kelly Kissio played with Brent Sutter in Tier 2 hockey in Red Deer, Alberta. That's the home of Kelly Kissio. Brent Sutter's from Viking, Alberta, which is a few hours drive north. But Brent Sutter, as I mentioned, he can play on the power play. He can kill penalties. He can win face-offs for you. And you know darn well, even strengths, he's going to do very well.
Kelly Kissio has been on a real good streak. Has scored points in 8 of his last 9 games.
13 points. in 8 of those last 9 games. That's pretty good effort.
Penalty to Kerr is over. He's back on, and the teams are at full strength.
You build up that consistency of getting almost a point a game. That's pretty good.
Kissio driving it from the red line. 8:20 to go in the first period. There's no score. Trottier and McKegney in the corner. Now it's Gordon, number 2, to play the puck. Dineen carries. 4-man rush down the ice for the Islanders. Across the line, Dineen trying to get in. Soft backhander is covered by Van Meesbroek.
The Islanders at even strength. They're gaining the Rangers' blue line, but the Rangers in their zone are checking fairly well. And that time they couldn't get a good shot away. Richard Crom plays on the left side of Trottier and either Makla or Bossy on the right side. Now, Crom is a good defensive winger. Watch, see how they gain that blue line rather easily? The Rangers back in. Laidlaw tried to make the move, but you saw the speed, and then it was not much of a shot as Kissio picked up his check pretty well. Esposito doesn't like it when his people back in, especially on home ice. Why give the other team the advantage of getting the roll? Now, I was talking about Crom, the left winger, playing with Bossy and Trottier or Trottier Makla. When he played in Calgary, the Calgary left wingers are the defensive wingers on the team. The happiest person in the entire division where Calgary was playing that saw that when he went over to the Islanders when Crom went there was Yuri Curry. Yuri Curry. This Crom did a job checking Yuri Curry you wouldn't believe. Good checking player. Very intense competitor is Richard Crom.
Came over in the trade late last season that sent John Tonelli to the Calgary Flames. And how about Tonelli coming up with 2 goals last night for the Flames in the last minute? That shot deflected to give the Flames a 4-3 win over the Devils. And the Rangers will say thank you to John Tonelli for that. Brent Sutter back for the puck. 7:45 to go in the first period. There's no score. The lead pass is intercepted by Greshner. Greshner walks in. He shoots a stick save made by Rudy. And out comes Patrick Flatley. Lead for Bossy, a little behind him. Bossy recovers, drops it off for Brent Sutter. Now to Bossy. They move the puck beautifully. He was checked from behind. Bossy went down. Greshner caught up with him.
That was another 3-on-2. The Islanders had a slow developing 3-on-2. They're getting out of their zone quickly. Sharp passes. It sets up the 3-on-2s, yet they're not getting shots.
Giles takes the puck for the Rangers. Now it's Ridley coming across the line. Try to hit Maloney. Maloney gets it along the boards. Back pass for Giles. The shot. Score! Kurt Giles! And the Rangers lead 1-0.
Ridley was all tied up in front. Giles does not take the big slap shot. He just simply shot it quickly to make sure he gets it on the net for a deflection. He did the same thing last night in Pittsburgh. A quick shot, not a real big slap shot, down fairly low, and it deflected underneath the catching glove of the goaltender Rudy. Now watch Ridley. He's going to try and get in front for possession. When the puck is back to the point, Ridley goes to the front. They're checking like crazy, and I think it went off Ridley's stick. The shaft of his stick for the deflection. Don Maloney got it back to Giles in a very smart fashion to set up the offense.
Crowd comes alive as the Rangers score first. Parkner sends it in, bounces past Rudy, over goes Brad Lowry, he's checked by Ridley. Giles is getting credit for the goal. Along the boards, they battle. Miller gets free. Miller at the goal line gets around Makala. Miller comes in front. That's Curran on Miller, excuse me. Miller still with it. Curran stays with him. Good job by Brian Curran. Now he's got a hold of Miller's stick. Miller continuing the effort, trying to draw a penalty. Rudy pokes the puck into the corner. Ridley has it. Lauer on him. Centered. That shot just deflected wide as Osborne got a shot off. Ridley still battling behind the net with Lauer. A lot of holding going on here, and nothing called. Finally, the puck sent all the way down. This will be an icing as Parkner makes the touch. 6:04 to go. First period. Rangers lead 1-0. Scheduled to play tonight. Willie Huber, a late scratch. Giles goes in, scores his first of the season from Maloney and Ridley at 12:50.
The most Giles has ever scored in a year is 6, and he's done that twice, including last season.
Sandstrom sends it right through. Puck is cleared out of the zone. Melnick goes back for it. Out in center ice. Picked up by Trottier and across to Potvin. Off the corner boards, Laidlaw plays it. Ahead for Sandstrom. He's tied up with Potvin. Podubny helps out. 5:35 to go in the first period. Shots on goal. Rangers 7, Islanders 6. Makela sends it on goal. Stopped by Van Beesbroek. Melnick turns, moves it ahead. It's blocked by Makela. To the other side, Laidlaw. Crom gets on him right away, but Laidlaw bangs it off the boards and out of the zone. The boos are for Dennis Potvin. Perhaps the most disliked player in the National Hockey League as far as fans at Madison Square Garden are concerned.
You know, one player the fans would love to have play more in Madison Square Garden for the other team.
That's right.
For the Rangers, maybe.
Oh, he's
a great player.
One player that I've admired for years. Morrow has the puck. Hanpa is bumped from behind and tied up by Jackson. Erickson takes the puck and puts it in the Islanders zone. Here comes Sandstrom. Potvin for the net. Save Rudy. The rebound picked up by Hanpa. Second-year man from Finland, Ari Hanpa, comes across the line against Don Jackson. Controls, drops it off for Basson, who was slammed by Jackson in a collision. Kissio across the line, lead for Giles. Giles takes it around the net. Giles looking for a shot, and he went wide. Rudy finally recovered. He come way out of the net. That shot is off the glove of Rudy, and he covers the rebound. A high blast by Patrick. Giles just couldn't get an angle for a shot after he took it around the net, and Rudy was out of position. Rangers lead 1-0. 4:20 to go, first period. Just a big opportunity by Kurt Giles as Rudy had fallen down out of position. Giles couldn't get the shot off.
Giles was looking more for a pass than taking the shot. I think that's what probably bothered him more than anything.
Tomas Sandstrom has the puck. Feed to Ken Leiter. Patrick Flatley sends in. All the way around the boards. It bounces. Brent Sutter stops it. He's bumped there by James Patrick. Kissio away with the puck. Bounces out of the zone. Flatley is there. Flatley played right wing last night, and it was moved back to left wing where he's played the last several weeks.
I think that's because of all the experiments they've made at left wing. Flatley has fit that position better than the other people. Dwayne Sutter hates to play left wing. Flatley didn't mind it that much. Janssen would rather play defense. So Flatley gets pushed over there whether he wants to or not.
A lot of clutching and grabbing going on, and Brent Sutter was grabbed by James Patrick in center, and he wouldn't let him go.
That only Rangers goal, which was scored by Giles, assisted by Maloney and Ridley. For Maloney, that gives him 18 assists, one more than all of last season. The Rangers have picked it up ever since they scored that goal. They now outshoot the Islanders 8-6.
LaFontaine, Dwayne Sutter, and Brad Lauer out for the Islanders. Greshner puts it into the Islanders zone. Rudy comes out to play it. Off the glass and over the boards. Over the glass and the crowd. 3:32 to go. Little get together on the near side. Don Maloney and Gord Dineen are separated. There's Ron Greshner, the captain of the Rangers. Don Maloney having a little discussion here with referee Mike Noeth.
You know, you think about Greshner playing defense, playing forward. We talked about it last night. I was thinking today about other teams in the league that have a person in a similar position. I think the Calgary's Paul Reinhart would be the other player that is the best at it. I mean, they were playing New Jersey the other night. They put Reinhart up at center ice for the third period and turn that game around. Greshner can play center. If there's any problems back behind the blue line, he can drop back. And he doesn't mind playing either position.
That'll be Bruce Beck's guest following the first period. We'll also have an NHL update, a look around the league. Who's doing what teams are hot, which teams are freezing. Here is winter time. And there are some teams that are really struggling for victories. Chris Jensen fell down. Islanders come down the ice 3-on-3. Flatley across. Still has the puck. Bossy heading for the net. Centering pass. Intercepted. Broken up by Melnick. Good play by Larry Melnick. Maloney's feed is for Chris Jensen. And a whistle behind the play. The net had been knocked down. Back in the Ranger zone. Stopping play. Gord Brosiker missed a couple of weeks of action. Sprained his ankle while he was running just to stay in shape. A lot of guys were giving him the rib job and said, yeah, we know how that happened, Gord. Gord said, not me. I was trying to stay in shape, but he's back and glad to be back.
That'll teach him for jogging. I was talking to Ernie McLean, who coached Melnick in junior hockey. He said, you know, one thing that Melnick did very well when he played junior was he was an open ice hitter. You don't see him do that much in pro. Pro's much quicker. But in junior, he was physically strong and quick and smart.
Brad Lauer tied up by Melnick. Puck still alive. Now Mike Noeth blows the whistle. 2:52 to go in the first period. Larry Melnick made a key play last night, keeping the puck in the Penguin zone that led to a Ranger goal.
You would have known the character that he played junior for, that Ernie McLean I just mentioned. That character. It looked kind of reminded me of this guy.
Isn't that the same outfit Bruce Beck was wearing before the game?
Rented it for 10 minutes.
Boy, I had to tell you, I loved the tie that you were wearing before the bow tie.
Yeah,
where can I get one of those that light up?
Said it's the electricity in the air, Sam.
Who's your tailor, Big John?
My tailor is anybody that can get clothes that fit me.
Lauer with the back pass. Curran with a wrist shot. Blocked in that crowd in front. Rangers come out. Osborne coming down. Sends it into the Islanders zone. Curran lofts his stick. Slides to the boards to try and freeze the puck, and does.
Smart play by Curran. He lost his stick at the Rangers blue line. Came back, did not take a penalty. Found the loose puck and slid into the boards and had the puck stay underneath him. Curran's a performer that he knows he has to work hard to stay in the lineup. He never misses an optional practice. Every time there's an optional called, he's there, he's working.
When he was acquired by the Islanders, everybody figured they acquired him just to get some toughness, get a tough guy in there to go with people. But he has worked hard to improve his defense. He's playing a lot better.
He leads the league in penalty minutes with 183, I believe, going into tonight's game. But he's a person that sort of plays like Gordy Lane did. He can play the game plus play it tough, and he has to be their toughest player. Every time there's an altercation, he's there. Especially I saw him in Philadelphia against the Flyers. Any altercation, Kerr was there.
Look at that battle between Trottier and Ridley, as Trottier had a good hold on Ridley, wouldn't let him go. Makela comes out and he's ridden down by Kelly Miller. Some physical play along the boards. Not big checks, but tough play. Here comes Osborne in, but a whistle.
Ridley's going to get a high sticking call. He reached with a stick to grab, I believe it was Leiter with the puck, and had his stick up around the neck of, I believe, Leiter. So Ridley's gone to the penalty box. Ridley's working harder in this first period than he has the last two hockey games. Watch as he goes to check Leiter. Watch where his stick goes, right up behind the neck. And that, whether he pulled him down or not, is a penalty. You cannot have your stick up that high.
So the Islanders, who lead the National Hockey League on the power play, they have 47 power play goals. That's the second highest power play goal total, but their power play percentage is the best in the NHL. Go on the power play. They're first of the game.
This will be a good matchup because the Rangers have had good penalty killing. Even though Pittsburgh was 2 for 2 last night, the Rangers have had good penalty killing throughout the season.
And especially here at the Garden, they've been very effective.
There's been no shorthanded goals scored by either team in the series this year. This is the 4th game of that series.
On home ice, the Rangers have allowed only 4 power play goals against in the last 46 times short. Two-line pass whistled against the Islanders. That brings it back with 2:03 to go in this first period.
And we just looked at LaFontaine. He's the man that leads the Islanders with power play goals. He has 13. Trottier has 8. And Dennis Potvin, defenseman, has 6. This has been their payload. This has been the best part of the Islanders' play this year. It's been on their power play. Here they can't get much going as far as flow goes.
140 goals scored this season, 47 on the power play. And there's LaFontaine, who has 19 goals on the year, 13 on the power play.
Watch Bossy if they get the puck into the Rangers zone. He likes to set up for the shot, but he always manages to keep a stick free. People try to check Bossy. They get a piece of him. They'll get a stick between his legs or whatever, but he keeps his shooting stick free because he knows if he can just get enough on the puck, he has the strength to put it past goaltenders.
Good work by Maloney. Now the Islanders come in. The feed is for Trottier. Trottier, Bossy, and LaFontaine up front. Potvin and Janssen at the points. Janssen gets the pass back to Potvin for the shot. He shanked it. It was blocked by Erickson. Potvin trying to keep it in. Maloney breaks down. Janssen trying to get back. Maloney with a shot. Save, Rudy. Rebound all the way out to the blue line. Here comes Potvin. Lead for Bossy broken up by Laidlaw. Maloney clears.
Potvin not sharp 3 times. Twice he had passes intercepted, and once he had trouble with the puck, and he had a little trouble getting his shot away. So the Rangers forcing Potvin pretty well.
LaFontaine coming in against Patrick, who ties him up. Flatley takes the puck. Bossy heading for the net. Flatley has it. Back passes for Janssen, picked up by Kelly Miller. 1 minute to go in the period. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Shot by Flatley wide. Potvin pokes it ahead for LaFontaine. Around to Bossy. Bossy in the corner. Up to Flatley. Checked by Miller. Bossy has the puck. Looking around, Flatley set up in front for LaFontaine. Back for Bossy, blocked by Patrick. Still loose behind the net, Bossy has it. His pass deflected to LaFontaine, now to Bossy. Back pass deflected by Karkner. Comes out to Potvin. He kept it in at the line. LaFontaine has it. Out to the point, 10 seconds to go on the power play. Flatley along the boards to Bossy. Bossy centers for Flatley. He's in, he scores! Pretty movement. Good puck control by the Islanders. They worked that puck beautifully, and Bossy with some outstanding passing. Flatley weaving his way in, scores the power play goal with 4 seconds left in Ridley's penalty, and the game is tied 1-1.
Bossy worked the backboards very well. This is Flatley's 5th power play goal of the year. Bossy controls the puck and looks, and just waits till Patrick came to him, then he slid the puck to him quickly, and Flatley had lots of room there. He had lots of room to go in and make a play on Van Beesbrook. He had time not to shoot it quickly. He found an opening and put it in. Bossy played the backboards a lot on that power play and controlled the puck well.
Late goal in the period for the Islanders as time winds down. 6 seconds left in this first period. Flatley getting the goal as the period comes to an end. And a tight one here at Madison Square Garden. Little get together along the boards. Ryan Kern is sent the other way. Flatley gets the goal, his 13th of the season, a power play goal. There he is. Bossy and Janssen get the assist at 19:42. 18 seconds left in the first period, and the Islanders tie it. Shots on goal. Rangers 9, Islanders 7, and at the end of 1, as the Rangers head for the locker room, the game is tied 1-1.
This woman started to take the edge in play, got the first goal of the game, and then the Islanders come back late on the power play. What effect do you think that'll have, John, on the game?
The only thing that I could say with that late goal is that's the 3rd straight time that the Rangers have given up a power play goal against. So maybe they're starting to question their own penalty killing styles of somewhat. That's the only late goal. I think goals late in periods, unless it's a 3rd period, it means something. I don't think that has a lot to do with momentum.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the goals in the first period.
Kerr to the year at 12.50, and then the Islanders came back. Flatley was playing extremely well. He's a plus 16 this year.
He was saying how nervous he was late in the game in Pittsburgh last night when his team was holding on to a 1-goal lead. He said that's the toughest part of coaching, your nerves.
Jensen steals the puck from Potvin. It's blocked by Rudy. Jensen still has it. Jensen holds, comes out in front, backhands it across. That shot blocked in the pile there. Maloney tried to center. Potvin able to clear it out of trouble.
Potvin's not real sharp in this game like he has been throughout the season. Dineen recovered there. It was a 2-on-1. Dineen made a good play. Then Rudy stayed with Jensen smartly.
Off the corner boards, Rudy to stop it for Potvin. Up the near side and out of the zone. Melnick forechecking his Trottier. Melnick gets rid of it to Maloney. Cross for Greshner. Greshner against Potvin. Greshner's pass deflected. Rudy slows it down. Here's Trottier for Potvin. And wide of the net it goes. Taken off the boards by Flatley. Set up and the deflection goes wide by Bossy. Well, Flatley and Bossy work pretty well together. Melnick on the rush against Janssen. Drops it off for Jan Erickson. Gets around Flatley. Erickson in front. Rudy stops the puck. Erickson still after it. Knocked away by Sandstrom. Erickson toward the net off the skate of Sandstrom. Giles keeps it in. Flatley has to play it, but Dubney on him with a good bump. In comes Erickson to center for Sandstrom. Backhands it. It's blocked. Taken away by Bossy. Bossy's pass off the stick and rolls in center. Islanders started play tonight in 2nd place in the Patrick division. Bossy, nice lead for Flatley. His pass blocked by Erickson. Flatley has it back. Flatley centered across. Giles intercepts and comes out. Giles, Morrow with him. Giles off the stick of Morrow and off the glass to the near side. Sandstrom taken away by the Islanders' Brent Sutter and Kenny Morrow, man who started Bowling Green, start for the U.S. Olympic team in 1980. Sent around. Bob Basson lets it go to Morrow. Morrow from the point drives it, deflected off the sliding Don Jackson. Back behind the net. Basson looking for Kerr in front. He's tied up by Jackson. Rangers come out. LaRouche Lead for Sandstrom. Boy, Sandstrom's been on the ice for a long shift.
So is Potvin. He's still out there. LaRouche is the only man that's made the change, and that was because Erickson went off. That's much too long of a line shift. The Islanders have fresh bodies on the ice.
And here's a 3-on-2 down the ice. Bassett in the middle. Comes across, deflected by Karkner. Into the corner. Karkner with a good hit. Bassett takes the puck. Winds it behind the net. And Karkner takes it away. McKegney gave it away to Bassett. Bassett held by McKegney. Tries to get free. Bassett goes down. Still after the puck. Winds it for Kerr. He's bumped by Karkner. In comes McKegney. Bassett has the puck. Back pass is out of the zone.
With Potvin staying on for the long shift, Brent Sutter had already changed. Sutter's played against Potvin a lot here. Maybe Potvin wanted to be on the ice when Brent Sutter wasn't. Sutter is a good checking centerman.
Tissio takes the puck away in center, then lost it to Dwayne Sutter. Here comes LaFontaine trying to get around Karkner. Blocked by Patrick. Puck is picked up, gets to LaFontaine, centering pass past Dwayne Sutter. Kept in by Deneen. Now it's Patrick, gets away from Brad Lauer. Plays the boards to McKegney, and he gave it back to Potvin. 16:20 to go in the second period. 1-1 the score as McKegney bangs it out of the zone. And back and forth they go. Out comes Van Beesbrook to stop it. Plays it up the near side. The Islanders will keep it. Janssen comes down to the goal line. His pass for Lauer. Off his stick, Patrick. Taken away by LaFontaine. Dwayne Sutter shot off the stick of Karkner up into the crowd. Little over 4 minutes gone by in the second period. Still 1-1.
Here's wishing you and all New York sports fans the very best at this great time of year. From everyone at MSG Network, happy holidays.
There's a man that's not happy. LaFontaine doesn't like the call.
The referee Mike Noeth.
The face-off will go outside of the Rangers zone because it was the Islander player that was on top of the puck.
LaFontaine and Greshner and Ridley on the draw. Wayne Sutter takes the puck. Nice feed for Lauer. His shot is stopped. The rebound is loose. Ridley trying to get to it. Wayne Sutter comes over, taken away by Kelly Miller. Miller races down. Sends in. And Ken Leiter, another Michigan State product. This is Janssen. Janssen across, 3-on-2. They come across. Now Miller catches up for the Rangers. Rangers turn, go the other way. Osborne for Ridley. He's tied up by Lauer. Osborne in front. Save Rudy. Osborne just turned and fired as he found the loose puck.
That was the best play to make, and the goaltender beat him. That was a heads-up play by Osborne. He and Ridley starting to mesh a little bit together.
Giles with a long shot that's knocked down. Here comes Ridley for the rebound, deflected by Leiter. It's loose behind the net. In comes Jensen, knocked away by Janssen. Up along the boards, Don Jackson keeps it in. Chris Jensen in the corner, around the boards. Maloney after it. Drops it to Ridley. Ridley poke checked away nicely. Good play by Trottier. Ryan Trottier comes to center against Don Jackson and taken away by Ridley coming back. Lead for Chris Jensen and on to Maloney. 14:30 to go, second period, 1-1 the scores. Trottier gets the pass, sends across. Mikko Makala sends it in. Takes a hit from Karkner. They shove one another. Little get together. Morrow and Laidlaw.
That's Kerr that comes in to stick up for his teammates. He's going towards Karkner. It was Kerr that was offside on the play. Makala and Jensen met, or excuse me, Makala and Karkner.
Right.
And then Kerr was trying to get himself back onside. Then he was trying to get himself turned around to get back into the melee.
And he wasn't dainty about doing it either. 14:24 to go, second period.
Friday on MSG. Matumbo and the Knicks are back at the Garden to take on Eddie Curry and the Bulls. The Knicks and the Bulls after game night. Friday night on MSG.
Your official online source of the New York Rangers is
NewYorkRangers.com.
It's the best way to get all the latest Blue Shirt information. Click on Blue Shirt Extra and sign up for the Rangers free email service complete with team news, game notes, special offers, and more sent right to your computer. Only at
NewYorkRangers.com.
Get all the latest Blue Shirt info, including official news, stats, ticket info, and much more. Get closer to your team, both on and off the ice.
Log on to NewYorkRangers.com today. I want to take pride in being there every day for us, playing hard. That's what I'm all about.
Allen to the left pin. Rangers with 4 shots on goal, Islanders 1.
The Rangers keep Cartner paired with James Patrick. They were paired up last night in Pittsburgh. Now Makela plays right wing with Trottier. Makela has a lot of speed. He's a left-handed shot, so he likes to go around the defenseman, cut into the middle, and try to get to his forehand.
Makela knocked down hard by Chris Jensen. Kerr pushing it ahead, and back for it goes James Patrick. Cartner getting a lot of ice time with Phil Esposito coaching. Here's Jensen losing control. Dineen bangs it off the boards and out. Almost as if Phil Esposito is force-feeding Terry Cartner and trying to determine whether he can make it in the National Hockey.
He is used in late periods.
Bossy coming off the bench on a change, comes in with a shot wide. And Beesbrook came out to cut down the angle. Rangers clear the zone. Jensen. Dineen is back to meet Jensen at the line. Jensen drops it off for Maloney, but Bossy's there first to clear it.
Bossy, that was a line change. He got on the ice and stayed there right at the blue line, waited for the puck, and not very often do you see him miss the net.
Along the boards, Patrick Flatley. Bossy is there in the corner to center it back. In comes Dineen. It's poke checked away by Laidlaw. Dineen battling with Sandstrom. Flatley and Potvin overcomes Laidlaw to sandwich Flatley. Round it comes to Bossy, now to Flatley. Dangerous time here for the Rangers as the pressure is on. Janssen toward the net, knocked away with a blocker by Van Beesbrook. Nice play by Laidlaw to get it loose. And here's Potvin in center. Sandstrom takes the left side. Potvin tries to beat Janssen, can't do it. Loose puck picked up by Sandstrom. Still with it. Brent Sutter on him. Sandstrom in front. That shot is stopped. Jackson. And Rudy makes another big save and holds on.
The catching glove of Kelly Rudy makes the big save again. Sandstrom on the rebound, had an open net. Kelly Rudy was down and out, but he got his glove hand, his catching hand, up on the play. Jackson moves in. There's the first save. Now watch the puck go to Sandstrom. Rudy rights himself and throws his catching hand into the air and knocks the puck down. Against Pittsburgh the other night in Pittsburgh, he made about 6 saves like that. Unbelievable.
That's what Eddie Johnston was talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the play of Kelly Rudy.
I watched that game tape today. Pittsburgh at home against the Islanders. His last game, and he was something else.
Kelly Rudy, one of the outstanding goaltenders in the National Hockey League.
That last play, Sandstrom used his strength and stamina to move in front and get a shot. Not too often you've seen the Islanders let people skate out of the corners for shots on goal. They've been doing that a lot this year, especially when Billy Smith's in goal.
Here's Jan Erickson, waits for his teammates to get onside. 12.5 minutes left in the second period. 1-1 the score. Puck deflects to Brent Sutter. Sutter comes down, collides with Giles, and Sutter goes down. Hard hit by Giles as he had him lined up, and here come the Islanders again. Bossy behind the net. Bossy looking. Back pass to Janssen. Janssen with shooting room deflected by Potvin. Here comes Erickson. Potvin takes it off the boards. In against Janssen, who poke checks it away. Sandstrom takes the puck. Sandstrom behind the net. Checked there by Leiter. Cartner comes in. Cartner bumped by Basson. Cartner kicks it up to Erickson. And it's knocked away, and out comes Bossy. Patrick, the one-man back for the Rangers. Patrick falls down. Bossy tied up by Cartner. Outstanding play, but a penalty call. He stayed with him too long and drew the penalty. Cartner got back after Patrick fell down. But now Cartner will go.
Not very often you see Bossy cut into the middle. He likes to go to the outside. When he cut into the middle, James Patrick lost his balance. Cartner came back and saved the breakaway, but took a penalty.
Now, I can handle this when Mom's away.
Second period, tied 1-1. Rangers are out shooting the Islanders 17-12. Roosh trying to find the puck. Morrow does it first. And around to Alan Kerr. Kerr banks it off the boards, plays it to himself. 2-on-1 develops. Kerr shoots, he scores! Beautiful play by Alan Kerr. Banged it off the boards. Kerr has been concerned about his problems scoring this season. Comes in and with a good shot beats Van Beesbrook 2-1.
His second goal in 30 games. Laidlaw gets flat-footed and he looks at the puck. Kerr goes around him. Now he uses Handpa as a 2-on-1 deke, and he put the puck past Van Beesbrook. It's a real good shot. Look at him look up. He's already found the spot. and he finds a long side past Van Beesbroek. You know, he never looked back down at that puck. He kept his head up the whole time, found the opening. Van Beesbroek was out very good on that play. It was just a great shot.
So the Islanders take the lead for the first time in the game. It's 2-1 as Bob Basson comes in. He's bumped along the boards by Don Jackson. Potvin is in there. Islanders keep it alive. It's Kerr on the boards. Basson comes in. This fourth line of the Islanders working hard. Basson, backhander, blocked by Giles. And taken away by Hanpa. Hanpa along the boards, checked by Sandstrom. And finally taken away by Potvin. Rangers come out. That lead too far for Erickson. Morrow gets back there. Erickson, good check on Morrow. Sandstrom knocks it behind the net. Brian Curran plays it. Up the boards for Hanpa. Patrick first. Deflected in front. It's loose. Sandstrom along the boards. Tied up. Erickson is wrapped up by Morrow. Puck still alive. Sandstrom trying to free it. Noah, the referee, looking. It's still loose. Erickson has it. Erickson sets it up. Looking in front for somebody. Potvin is being checked by Curran. Islanders playing good man-to-man coverage here.
Good man-to-man, but the Rangers will draw a penalty. See, there you go. Those three players are strong. Erickson, Sandstrom, and Potvin are forcing the boards and forcing the slot. When that happens, and it keeps going, and they work like that, they're either going to score or make the other team take a penalty. Now the Rangers, because of that hard work, will get the power play.
Brian Curran gets 2 minutes for interference. At 12:21, Rangers go on their second power play of the game. They are 0 for 1. And
I believe they had 2 shots on that first power play.
The Islander goal to break the tie is Kerr, his second from Morrow at 10:58. Rangers have Greshner, Ridley, Osborne, McKegney, and LaRouche on. Here comes Ridley. Save Rudy. He can't find it. It's underneath him. It squirts loose, and he covers.
Osborne and Ridley starting to get their act together as far as feeling one another out. They have not played together very much. There's a turnover in the neutral zone. Osborne and Ridley go. Now Ridley has to reach for this puck a little bit, and then he snaps it, and Rudy almost had it go through him. Not very often does he let puck sneak through him, and he almost kicked it out himself, but he had his legs just tight enough to cover it up.
Rangers have, in essence, 5 forwards on the ice with Ridley, Osborne, and McKegney up front. LaRouche at the left point, Greshner at the right point. Here comes Greshner. Greshner with a puck to LaRouche for the one-time shot that goes way wide. Ridley looking. Rangers power play. Osborne has the puck. 1.5 minutes to go on the man advantage. Ridley behind the net. McKegney set up in front. Islanders tightening that box defense.
See, Osborne tried to pick.
LaRouche shoots, and the rebound carries to the corner. Flatley gets there. He'll be able to clear.
When that puck was behind the net, Ridley had it. Osborne tried to pick off Morrow, the defenseman. It almost worked.
Ridley comes in. Ridley holds, looks, he shoots. It's blocked in front by Potvin. Trottier gets to the puck, and out come the Islanders. Greshner is back. Trottier with a drive, deflected by Greshner. Trottier picks up the loose puck and centers. Here's a shot by Crom that's blocked by Greshner. Crom coming off the bench, gets to the puck. Good pressure here. Centered for Trottier. It's past him. In comes Leiter. Rangers can't get out of their own zone here on the power play. 40 seconds to go on the man advantage. Now they come out. Ridley. Rangers change. Ridley to the line, tied up by Janssen. Maloney's pass intercepted, taken back by Crom. Crom to Trottier. All alone he comes in. Trottier went wide. Forced by Van Beesbroek.
Rangers with a bad line change. The Islanders turned it over and got a breakaway out of it.
What play here by the Islanders on this shorthanded situation. Sandstrom checked by Leiter. And Leiter forces him out of the zone. 8 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. After one good scoring chance, Rangers trying to find another. The Islanders have dominated the play. Sandstrom behind the net. Teams are at full strength as Curran is back. Poked away from Karkner. Basson gets it out of the zone. 5:25 to go. Second period. 2-1. Islanders lead it. Potvin with a shot deflected. Knocked away by Rudy. Maloney centers. That shot. Score! Tomas Sandstrom set up by Maloney. 2-2. Again, Maloney with a big play.
Maloney reads where this puck is going, but you wonder if this is a deflection or a shot. I think it's a combination. Sandstrom just chipped this up high, right over the top of the arm, the catching hand of Kelly Rudy underneath the crossbar. What a great play, a rolling puck. He just snapped it. He reached, he redirected it, got enough power on it to have lots of zip. And I'll tell you, that's a tough play to make. Wow, what a play by Sandstrom.
On the forehand side.
And he had to reach for that puck because he was about to be checked. Maloney continues to work the corners and get the puck to his people so they can score.
2-2 the score. LaFontaine was tied up in center. Chris Jensen fires it ahead. This will be an icing as it rolls to the goal line. No icing waved off. Potvin. Kissio pulled down. Potvin has the puck. Up to LaFontaine, blocked by Laidlaw. LaFontaine after the puck around to the near side to Deneen. Up the middle, deflected off Dwayne Sutter. Good check by Sutter on Melnick. Lauer pushes it ahead. Kelly Miller recovers it. Here come the Rangers. Chris Jensen with Kissio and Miller. Jensen lost it in his skates and the Islanders clear it out. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. 2-2 the score. Jensen comes down to play the puck in his own zone. Up ahead for Kissio. Rangers goal. Tomas Sandstrom, his 11th from Maloney and Potvin at 14:40. And Potvin been on a scoring tear. 11 points in his last 5 games, including this one. Bossy in. Bossy holds and sets up. Cross-side feed intercepted. Erickson. Kerr trying to get back. Erickson comes in. Erickson on the breakaway. Save Rudy. A beauty, and the net goes flying off. Knocked down by Curran.
Good effort by Erickson. He picked off the lateral pass in his own zone, and then he had the breakaway. He outskated Curran the length of the ice, but Kelly Rudy, the Islanders stopper, made the play.
The cure for what if? A, is now available without a prescription. B, has several known side effects. C, is surprisingly simple. Like
Bossy's pass is picked off by Erickson. He read the whole play. Now watch him go. Curran tries to cut him off with the pass. He can't. Kelly Rudy waits and then goes down. Erickson tried to slide it underneath him, but he couldn't. That's one breakaway save for each goaltender in this hockey game. Rudy on Erickson, and Van Beesbroek made the save on Trottier.
3:58 to go in the second period. Tied 2-2.
I saw Bossy waiting for this face-off, bent over. He's at the bottom of the circle. You see him bent over. He was trying to stretch out. He's got a very bad back, and he's playing in a lot of pain this year. His plus-minus is not good. He's -5. He would have been -6 except for Kelly Rudy made the good save.
Giles back for the puck. Brent Sutter on him. Up the boards. Sandstrom trying to clear it out. Potvin does. Line of Potvin, Erickson, and Sandstrom. Played well.
They make something happen. They're getting scoring chances. They're working boards.
Good work by Flatley, taken away from Jackson. The setup for Bossy was beyond him. Here comes Erickson out. 3-on-2 develops. Sandstrom across for Potvin. He's checked by Bossy coming back. And Bossy turns. Islanders head out 3-on-2. Bossy in the middle. Across he comes to Janssen, but the feed for the right side. Sutter had cut to the middle. Brent Sutter. And the Rangers get it back. Patrick carrying. Cross against Potvin. Shot by Potvin, deflects to the corner. Shot by Maloney is wide. Comes all the way out. Patrick back for it. 3 minutes to go in the second period. Maloney across, swept aside by Janssen. Here's Richard Crum with Karkner on him. It's blocked by Karkner. Maloney has the puck. Maloney across the line. McKegney toward the net. Karkner with a drive wide. Rudy had been upended in the crease. Stopped by Melnick. He shoots. It's deflected by Potvin. Knocked aside. Maloney has it. Looking for McKegney. Quick shot. Stopped by Rudy. And cleared down the ice.
And McKegney's got wrists. He can snap the puck well. He was about to be checked, and it was a little wrist shot. The Rangers starting to put the pressure on pretty good.
Icing had been waved off. Rangers come back. Lead for McKegney. Broken up by Potvin. 3-on-2 the other way. Hanpa. Melnick trying to slow him down. Down goes Hanpa, and Laidlaw clears to Greshner. Greshner in with Maloney. Maloney knocked away by Deneen. Potvin sends the puck ahead. Taken by Melnick. He comes in. Save, Rudy. Hanpa clears the puck. Down comes Makela. Makela against Laidlaw. Makela around the net he comes. Feed for Hanpa. The shot deflected up into the crowd. 1:49 to go. Second period. Good end-to-end action. Score tied. 2-2.
Kelly Rudy just made a save off of Melnick, and it just looked routine, but it was a great save. It was a good save, well, super save.
Like the way he
came out, played it calmly. Melnick, the Rangers defensemen are pinching pretty good. Melnick read that play, stayed in, got the puck, and ended up getting a scoring chance. Esposito does not want his defenseman to back out of the other team's zone too quickly. If you can turn the puck over, do it, he says.
Shots are 23-15 for the Rangers. Morrow knocked away by Osborne. Morrow keeps it in. Rangers come out. Giles. Lead is for Ridley. Ridley against Kerr, shot it wide. Near side, Kelly Miller. Osborne battling with Basson. Basson has the puck. Basson with Kerr ahead of him. The lead is for Kerr. He's dumped in center by Giles. Jackson comes back for the puck. Turns away from Hanpa and clears the zone.
Jackson not taking many chances either. He's getting the puck, either banging it out along the boards, but trying not to throw the puck into the middle of the ice.
Here comes Alan Kerr. Kerr comes across the line with a drive save. Van Beesbrook, the rebound carried wide.
You see, Kerr likes to shoot the puck low. He scored a goal low to the stick side of Van Beesbrook on a wrist shot. That was a slap shot low. A goaltender will put that into the back of his mind. Okay, Kerr from the Islanders likes to shoot it low.
45 seconds to go in the second period. 2-2 the score. Moved ahead for Makela. Centered. Score! Crum! Richard Crum set up by Mikko Makela. And the Islanders in both periods getting a late goal. And this time they take the lead again. It's 3-2.
Makela is a good player. He played on a junior line with Esa Tikkanen and Raimo Helminen in Czechoslovakia a few years ago, and they know how to play offense. Trottier moves it to Makela. Now watch him spin in behind. 2 or 3 people go towards Makela. Look at Crum. He's wide open. Both defensemen and the centerman were all over one side of the ice. Look at right here. Makela draws people to him. Wide open is Crum. He moves in. One motion's a puck past Van Beesbrook. The forward line, Makela, Crum, Trottier execute that play perfectly.
Karkner with a puck. Checked by Trottier. Erickson, nice pass. Blind pass to Kissio across the line. Makela trying to knock it away. Does. 22 seconds to go in the second period. Pat LaFontaine will be Bruce Beck's guest following the second period. Mike Emmerich will have a look at the plays of the year of 1986. Crum is fifth from Makela and Trottier at 19:22. Each period, the Islanders getting a goal in the last minute of play. Good save, a quick glove by Rudy, kept it alive, and the buzzer sounds, ending the second period, where the Islanders getting the lead twice. Curran and Kissio squaring off. And the linesmen come in, as does the referee Mike Noeth.
This keeps up. Misconducts will be in order. Karkner's got his stick into the legs of Curran there.
Karkner, he's ready.
They're both doing their jobs. Karkner sees their heavyweight going after one of his players. He has to go right over, which he did, and you have to respect him for it.
Curran heads off. Islanders come up with 2 goals. Alan Kerr gave them a 2-1 lead. Rangers tied it on the goal by Sandstrom, and then this goal by Crum, and it's 3-2 end of 2. Tied it at 1-1. Sandstrom, that gave the Islanders a 2-1 lead. Sandstrom is 11th at 14:40 from Maloney and Potvin, tied at 2-2. Then Crum is 5th at 19:22, assisted by Makela. And the shots on goal 23-17 for the Rangers through 2 periods.
The Rangers, if they trail after 2 periods, are 2 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie. The Islanders, if they lead after 2, which they are right now, 11 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties.
Tough to come back against the Islanders. Second place in the Patrick division, starting tonight's game with 41 points. Battle on between Makela and Laidlaw. Crum knocks it free. Pittsburgh in third with 37 points. New Jersey 4th with 35. The Rangers 5th with 34. Loose puck picked up by Crom. And he knocks it over the boards into the crowd stopping play.
There were no penalties called at the end of the second period when the teams got together. Richard Crom was captain of his junior team, which was in Portland. That team went to the Memorial Cup. So the Islanders know they had a good-willed person when they made the trade for Richard Crom.
Trottier has been given an assist on one of the Islander goals. So Brian Trottier picks up a goal. I believe it was on the Kerr goal. And that should read now Kerr is second from Morrow and Trottier.
I think that would have to be on his goal. That's the only one that didn't have 2 assists, right?
The Crom goal had only 1 from Makela.
And Trottier, I think. Makela and Trottier.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Trottier with 2 assists.
Puck is deflected up into the bench.
You may be right, Sam.
Third period.
You may be right. Trottier should be given an assist on that Crom goal. We'll find out what that last assist was for.
Trottier was on the ice for both those goals in the second period by Kerr and Crom. We'll await the official announcement.
Now, to this point in the hockey game, there's been 6 face-offs in the Rangers zone. There's been 11 in the Islanders zone. The Rangers have won 3 of 6 defensively. In the offensive zone, they've lost 8 of 11.
Potvin wins the faceoff back to Karkner. Patrick for Potvin. The lead for Jan Erickson. He shoots on a sharp angle, deflected high and off the glass. And bounces up into the crowd, stopping play. Jan Erickson, who picked up 2 goals last night. All his 5 goals this season have come on the road. The cheers. Kevin Collins, the linesman, who went down.
Bobby Bassett fell into him. They down went Collins. I asked Erickson and Sandstrom, I said, with Walter Potvin, your centerman, you two fellas are Swedes. Do you talk Swedish out there? He said, no, we don't want to mix Walter up at all. This is tough enough playing with 2 Swedes. Stick to the English language.
But Potvin had a kind of a backhanded compliment for Erickson yesterday when they talked about Erickson's play. He said Erickson's like a bad smell. He just sticks to you. And I don't know if you want to be called a bad smell, but Rangers are offside on the play. But Erickson did have a fine game. He broke loose offensively when he didn't have to check Lemieux.
Borje Salming, the idol of Jan Erickson when Jan Erickson grew up.
Was that some picture of Salming with those 200 stitches?
He wears a full visor now, not just the one that goes in front of your eyes. He wears a visor that goes right down to the chin. You can understand why.
Loose puck picked up by Karkner. Bossy is after him. Karkner moves it to Erickson, but he gives it away to Patrick Flatley. James Patrick back for the puck. Up the boards, past Sandstrom. Janssen couldn't keep it in. Sandstrom couldn't find it. Janssen has it. Now it's Flatley. Brent Sutter is on the ice now. Here's Flatley. Bossy toward the net. The shot is wide. Comes to the near side. Erickson quickly out for Sandstrom. Taken back by Leiter. Erickson comes in. Back pass to Potvin. Potvin centers. And a save by Rudy on Sandstrom. In that wild scramble with everyone crossing, Rudy able to stop Sandstrom.
And the man that made the key play was Erickson. He brought 2 men towards him, made a back behind his back pass. Erickson may break out offensively, playing on more of an offensive line.
Miller's shot is blocked, rolls in front. Deneen steers it into the corner. Dwayne Sutter bangs with Osborne. Deneen sends it around near side. LaFontaine out to center. Intercepted by Laidlaw. Islanders leading 3-2. 2:45 gone by in the third period. Second meeting between these two teams at Madison Square Garden. They played a 2-2 tie here. They're 1-1 at the Nassau Coliseum. This will be an icing on the Islanders. 17:03 to go, third period. Islanders 3, Rangers 2.
This woman did a smart thing. She went
here in the third period, early. Rangers trailing by 1. Ridley on the faceoff. Won by Trottier. Crom deflects it out to center, hit the linesman. Trottier dumps it in. Ridley chopping at it. Osborne finds it, lifts it out. There's Kelly Miller coming down against Potvin. Miller around the net, centers, and there's Potvin to take it and play it. Trottier sends it out, gets the pass back from Crom. Miller takes it off the boards. Makela forechecking for the Islanders. Osborne comes out. Red Wings came back in that game with Calgary. Klima got a goal. I guess maybe he's over the Blues after Demers yelled at him, huh?
Demers yelled at him. Klima wasn't happy and said he might go back to his native Czechoslovakia. I think Klima forgot that he defected from Czechoslovakia and can't go back to his home country.
Here's Patrick forcing his way in. Morrow and Maloney in the corner. Maloney pushing it toward McKegney. Maloney checked by Hanpa. Patrick deflecting it, but Kerr clears the zone. Here comes Maloney again. Lead for Kissio. His shot deflected by Curran getting back. Basson clears the zone.
Curran finished his check when Kissio took the shot. Curran deflected it and then took Kissio about 15 feet into the boards and body slammed him.
Greshner is out on the ice playing defense now. Giles and Greshner on defense. Maloney, Sandstrom up front with Potvin. LaRouche has not seen the ice in quite a while. LaRouche in a deep slump has had only one goal in his last 9 games. Off the boards, comes side of the net. Sandstrom after it with Janssen. Janssen kicks it into the corner and it's played there by Brent Sutter. Rangers get it back. Erickson for Sandstrom. Deflected out of the zone. A little over 5 minutes gone by in the third period as Flatley comes in. Flatley checked by Potvin, centers off the stick of Brent Sutter and broken up by Melnick in front. Late Law's passes to Sandstrom. Sandstrom drives one, knocked aside by Ruding. One of those familiar long blasts by Sandstrom. Sandstrom comes out. He puts it in. He scores as he stuffed it past Kelly Rudy. And it's tied 3-3.
They score the goal with a quick move. Erickson keeps it in along the boards. Now watch Sandstrom come from behind. Kelly Rudy looked to his left, his right, and he got caught reaching. And when he got caught reaching, Sandstrom got his stick around the goal stick of Kelly Rudy and slid it through the legs quickly. Again, when a goaltender reaches with a goal stick and misses a puck, it's very difficult to move your feet. Bob Froze did the same thing last night, and Bob Airy scored. I think it was Airy, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yes, that's right.
On a Dan Quinn pass.
Puck deflects up over the boards with 14:21 to go in the third period. The game is tied 3-3.
Here's wishing you and all New York sports fans the very best at this great time of year. From everyone at MSG Network, happy holidays.
Off the face-off, the Islanders shoot it down the ice, and we'll take an icing here. But the crowd alive on the goal by Tomas Sandstrom, his second of the game, 12th of the season, assisted by Jan Erickson at 5:32. Sandstrom now has 6 goals in the last 5 games, including this one tonight. As he has busted loose, had a couple against the New Jersey Devils.
Look at a very low-keyed Terry Simpson. Trottier's assist was added. He has an assist on the second Islander goal that was scored by Kerr from Morrow and Trottier, and the third Islander goal, Crom scored it from Makela and Trottier. So Trottier does have 2 assists in this game.
Trottier leading the Islanders in assists this season. That gives him 30 on the year. Whistle stops play again. Correction, that's 29 assists for Brian Trottier.
See Trottier being more of a finesse player this year. When you get a little older and the body doesn't quite work as well as it should, you become a bit less of a power player. I'm not saying he won't go in the trenches. We saw him battle along the boards in the first period, but you seem to do it a little bit smarter than when you're a younger player.
Rangers have kept the pressure on the Islanders early in this third period. A little over 6 minutes gone by. Rangers have tied it. Islanders bump one another. Crom and Trottier. Rudy steers it up the near boards. Ridley battles with Curran. Curran able to clear the zone. Trottier gains control, dumps it into the Ranger zone. Bossy after it. Up the boards. Osborne and Trottier along the boards. Back in the corner. Crom comes out. Centers off his skate, off Ridley's skate. Backhander deflected wide of the net by Bossy. Here's Crom. He shoots. It's blocked. Trottier hits the side of the net. Loose puck. Van Beesbroek covers.
I think Van Beesbroek made 2 saves. I think Bossy deflected that one, Sam. It looked like it either caught Van Beesbroek's hand to the side of the net. Then the last shot, rebound off of Laidlaw, was shot once again, and Van Beesbroek made a good save. That was Trottier. This is the first one. Watch this deflection. There's a partial save and then the goal post. And now there's going to be a rebound off of Laidlaw. Look at Trottier kicking up, trying to hit the side, and Van Beesbroek got across to the short side. Trottier kicked that up with a skate onto the blade of his stick for the shot in a very smart fashion. And Van Beesbroek, who hasn't had a lot of flurries around his net, played well during that flurry.
Brent Sutter and Kelly Kissio on the draw. 3-3 to score, 13:02 to go in this third period. Makela back pass to Tomas Sandstrom. Taken away by Giles. Clears the zone. Ken Leiter, number 21, number 29 there for the Islanders. Flatley is tied up by Giles. Makela centers for Brent Sutter. Sutter comes around. Blocked by Giles. Maloney trying to clear the zone. Kept alive by the Islanders. Brent Sutter. Van Beesbroek covers it up with Flatley right there.
Greshner went after Flatley because Flatley went after the goaltender Van Beesbroek, who was out of the crease, but he followed on the puck. Flatley tried to jam the puck out of his glove, and Greshner did the right thing, go after him. Both players did the right thing.
Reasonable play by Flatley.
You bet.
Protection play by Greshner. Time, and especially has not seen the ice here in the entire third period.
He and Jensen not playing much, and the Rangers have 7 defensemen now because they've dropped Greshner back. He's been playing with Giles, so we'll see if Jackson, Patrick, and Karkner get on the ice. You know, we've seen a lot of Melnick teamed with Laidlaw. The 3 defensemen I haven't seen, I'll watch for them now, are Jackson, Karkner, and Patrick.
I think Jackson is the one who isn't seeing much ice time here late in the game. Phil Esposito, Natalie attired, wearing the tuxedo on New Year's Eve.
And as Simpson going with a hunch here, putting Basson's line on. Basson is like a water bug. He's strong and he likes to he can skate well. He flies around here, likes to create things.
Kissio's upset that he was chased from the face-off circle by Kevin Collins. Basson's still there. Greshner comes in to take the draw. Or will it be Maloney? They're deciding now as they get their defensive assignments. Greshner directing McKegney to the near side. Greshner used his strength, didn't even go for the puck, he just lifted Basson's stick. Greshner moves it ahead. Rangers come out. Maloney's pass deflected by Hanpa. Potvin picks up the puck. Basson goes back to Potvin. Giles, who scored the Rangers' first goal, comes across. Giles, nice lead. Kissio shoots it wide. Nice setup from Giles to Kissio. Patrick back for the puck. 12 minutes left, third period, 3-3 to score. Morrow takes it. Plays it into the Rangers zone. Van Beesbroek stops it. Right back up the near side boards. Maloney clears it out. And Van Beesbroek stops it again for Patrick. Forechecking is Dwayne Sutter. Patrick chopped down. Penalty call. Dwayne Sutter will go for slashing. Right in front of the referee. Dwayne Sutter doesn't like it. The Rangers will get a power play opportunity as Patrick was chopped down.
And Patrick got up. Curran skated over to him. Curran tried to bait Patrick into taking a penalty. As soon as that happened, Karkner flew over to try and get a Curran. There will only be one penalty called, and that is to Dwayne Sutter, who took the original penalty on Patrick. Slashing is the call on Dwayne Sutter. Patrick tried to wheel out of the zone. And you've seen a lot of slashing like that in the hockey game. Rangers have a chance to take advantage of the call. This is just the 5th minor in this hockey game.
Third power play for the Rangers. They're 0 for 2. Sutter for slashing at 8:23. Islanders have 1 power play goal. They're 1 for 2 in the game. Ryan Curran. Patrick and Karkner on at the points. Osborne, Sandstrom, Potvin up front. Karkner gets in around Morrow, but Curran takes the puck and clears it to center. Patrick for Sandstrom. Sandstrom held by Curran along the boards, and a quick whistle stops play. 22 seconds gone off the penalty to Dwayne Sutter. And the rugged Brian Curran, signed as a free agent by the New York Islanders. He played for the Boston Bruins last season. Paul Boudelier went up to Boston as compensation.
His goal is to never lose a one-on-one battle for the puck. In other words, if it's along the boards and he and another player are battling for it, he wants to be the stronger person to come out with it. And he plays hard. I respect the way Brian Curran's played this year. I didn't think he'd be as good a player as he is.
I think he's shown a lot of people he's a better defenseman than a lot of people thought.
His nickname is Colonel, I think, for giving out orders to tell everybody where to play on the ice. I got a bit of a kick out of that.
Minute 20 to go on the power play as Greshner drives it around the boards. Past Rudy into the corner. It's loose. Osborne after it. Knocked away from him by Flatley. Greshner along the boards. Flatley's down on the ice. Comes to Brent Sutter, who clears it.
Brent Sutter has 3 shorthanded goals on the season. You have to have respect when he's on the ice killing a penalty.
There's James Patrick rushing down against Dineen. Goes to the outside, tries to beat him, loses control momentarily. Patrick still with it. Back it comes to Sandstrom, now to Karkner. Pokes it ahead. Potvin is there, bumped by Potvin. Patrick knocks it free. Potvin tied up by Potvin. Centers back to Sandstrom. He shoots, sharp angle, deflected in front. Osborne gets it back, on to Karkner. Wrists it ahead, deflected by Trottier. Loose puck in front. Back to Karkner. Karkner checked by Trottier. Moves it to Potvin. Cross ice, Osborne off his stick. Gets control. Feed to Patrick. He shoots. Deflected in front off the skate of Potvin. Osborne to Patrick. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Sandstrom shoots. Save Rudy. And it's cleared by Potvin. Good shot by Sandstrom. And Rudy coming up with a big save. 8 seconds to go in the power play. Karkner moves it ahead. Islanders break it up. Ridley sends it in. Dwayne Sutter is back. Teams are at full strength with 9:35 to go in the 3rd period. Tied 3-3. Miller and Ridley in the corner working the boards. Centered in front. McKegney shot deflected wide. Rudy out to play it. Now Brent Sutter. Stopped by Melnick. Ridley after the puck. Morrow ties him up. Miller and Flatley in the corner. Ridley pokes it free. Brent Sutter will play it. Deflected. Taken by McKegney. Lost control. Rangers have to clear the zone. Laidlaw goes across to Melnick. Up the middle of McKegney. Gave it away to Basson. Islanders have stayed with 4 lines. Rangers have come down to 3 here in the 3rd period. Melnick plays the boards. Basson on him quickly. Good check by Bob Basson. He centers, but the Rangers there to recover. McKegney comes out. Lead for Chris Jensen. Seeing the ice for the first time in the 3rd period. Rudy near side of Leiter. Checked by Jensen. Good play. Kissio looking for the puck. Shot by Janssen. Saved by Van Beesbrook. He covers it with Kerr bearing down.
Jensen on the ice taking the place of McKegney because McKegney was on the power play. Tight one late in the 3rd.
End your year with a win at the Hyundai Win-Win Year-End Event. Win with the roomy Hyundai Santa Fe.
3 to go, 3rd period. Rangers have scored a goal here in the 3rd by Tomas Sandstrom. His 2nd of the game to tie it at 3-3. Rangers are 0 for 3 on the power play. Islanders 1 for 2. Kissio, Maloney, and Jensen on for the Rangers with Greshner and Giles on defense. Greshner tied up with Bossy. Pushes it to Kissio. In the lead for Maloney. Now it's Gordonine sending it back the other way. Greshner takes the pass. Moves it ahead. Kissio to Maloney. Maloney against Deneen. In comes Kissio on the right. Giles on the left. Saved by Rudy off the blocker. Maloney along the boards. Maloney was looking left, though Kissio was the man open on the right wing on that rush. Knocked out by Deneen. Deneen stops it at the line. Two-line pass whistled against the Islanders.
Makela is back playing with Brent Sutter instead of Trottier. Trottier has back on his right wing Mike Bossy. They didn't start the game that way, but they're going to finish it this way, obviously.
Rangers have outshot the Islanders 5-1 here in the third period. 28-18 for the game. Erickson checked by Leiter. Erickson still working the boards. Works it free. Try to center for Potvin, who's set up in front. Loose puck. Potvin trying to get to Sandstrom, but the Islanders break it up. Makela for Flatley. Flatley avoids the check of Potvin, dumps it in. Makela racing for it. Makela hit by Karkner. They both go down. Flatley goes down. Patrick looking for the puck. Brent Sutter's got it. He's hit by Potvin. Work free by Flatley. Flatley checked by Patrick. Sandstrom is out. Karkner holding his right arm is going to the Rangers bench. Potvin with a long shot knocked down by Rudy. Rebound loose. Erickson trying to find it. He was tied up. Still loose. Rudy after it. Potvin hit hard by Curran and held to the boards. Loose puck played by Morrow. Islanders come out 2-on-2. Laidlaw checks Morrow. They battle along the boards as Laidlaw takes the puck away. Melnick moves it to Osborne. Osborne checked by Morrow. Potvin offside. Rangers. 6:36 to go in the third period. Karkner injured, went to the Rangers bench.
Friday on MSG. Matumbo in the mixer.
He injured his left hand.
He went up to Makela led with his left hand and I guess jammed it. And Dave Smith and Karkner are headed to the Ranger locker room.
Ridley with Potvin. It's centered and Rudy was able to play it, gloving it and getting a whistle to stop play. 6:20 to go in this third period.
The Rangers doing their best to create turnovers deep in the Islanders zone. The last time these two teams met was on Long Island, and the Rangers managed just 17 shots on goal. The rematch here in Madison Square Garden, the Islanders have had just 18 shots on goal. So you see the way the home team tries to work at defensive hockey.
Second round draft pick in 1980. Kelly Rudy, his fourth year in the National Hockey League with the Islanders. Bossy trying to break out of the zone. Laidlaw wouldn't let him do it. Shot by Osborne way wide. Goes all the way out. Melnick there before Crom. Deneen goes back. Ridley on him. Up the boards. Crom will get out. Cross to Potvin. Back to Crom. Poked away by Osborne. Trottier's got it. Laidlaw on him. Laidlaw takes the puck. 5:50 to go. Third period. 3-3 the score. Rangers led 1-0. Islanders led 2-1 and 3-2. Crom sliding it across. Brent Sutter comes in, looking, shooting, and it's knocked down by Van Beesbroek on the high shot. And he'll take a face-off with 5:33 to go. A little blood on the chin of Brent Sutter.
Yeah, just a souvenir. That's routine for the Sutters.
2 years ago,
Been involved.
40-goal scorer, had an outstanding season.
There's no question the Islanders' strength is right down the center. You look at LaFontaine, Trottier, Bossy. I mean, not Bossy, Sutter, excuse me. They're strong in the middle. Bobby Basson, he can come off the bench and be a good fourth center. It's a real strength for them.
Kissio and Sutter on the draw. Sutter on with Makela and Flatley. Won by Sutter. Leiter for the shot. Got through and Van Beesbroek stopped it. Keeps it alive. Plays it to Giles. Flatley forechecking. McKegney gets out of the zone. But Brent Sutter recovers. Winds it around the boards. Past Van Beesbroek. Kissio gets over for it. McKegney plays it out. And back the other way. It hit James Patrick. Kissio. Lead for McKegney on the off wing. He comes in, the backhander. Stop the rebound wide by Maloney. Leiter sends it to the corner. Patrick Flatley plays the boards and all the way down. This will be an icing call as Giles goes back to make a touch. 4:52 to go in the third period. Tied 3-3. Potvin, Erickson, and Sandstrom on for the Rangers. Potvin and Trottier matched up. 4:52 to go in this third period. Gord Brosiker, the man trying to set things, and Potvin is going to be chased. Sandstrom will take the face-off. Off the draw, that shot by Potvin blocked in front. Out comes Alan Kerr. Loose puck along the boards, poked into the Islanders zone. Sandstrom got upended. Fans jump out of their seats collectively. Mike Noah across the ice. Look, did not make a call. The puck is cleared up into the crowd, stopping play. Sandstrom trying to come in, was upended, went flying.
In the Patrick division, the Rangers are 8-6-3. The Islanders 10-5-2. So both teams above 500. And now we'll see what the fans were all upset about. As Sandstrom went for the puck, the stick was through his legs by Kerr. Kerr was caught flat-footed, and no call made. You can see Kerr looking over at the referee.
And Kerr saying, "Not me. I didn't do anything." 4:35 to go in the third period. Quick shot by Sandstrom is blocked. Islanders come out of the zone. Bossy recovers the puck. Gave it away to Potvin. Potvin checked from behind by Trottier. They both go down to the ice. And they're on top of the puck. And the face-off is going to be outside the zone.
And that line continues to force the play. Potvin, Erickson, and Sandstrom. There are three forwards that like to work deep in the other team's zone, work the slot area to try and score. Not too often you see that line go back and use their point men for shots on goal. When you have three forwards that are strong and like to play along the boards, they'll draw penalties. So that was a Ranger that fell on a puck. That's why the face-off is outside the Islanders zone now.
Walt Potvin, the leading goal scorer for the Rangers with 20. Phil Esposito leaning over the boards, upset with the fact that the faceoff was outside of the zone. He felt that Trottier knocked Potvin down and forced the faceoff. Here's Alan Kerr coming out, broken up by Giles. Deflected by Greshner at the line. And Morrow sends into the Ranger zone. 4 minutes to go, third period, 3-3 the score. Giles away from Kerr. Giles on the rush, dumps it to the corner. Sandstrom plays it. Sandstrom drops it behind the net for Potvin. He's double teamed. Loose puck. Erickson gets over. Erickson knocked down. Puck is underneath Erickson and Morrow, and Erickson looks like he was shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, he was slammed into the boards, but Giles dumped that puck into the right corner, and Sandstrom was on the fly. That's a well-timed play. There's no sense in hanging onto the puck, having the forward stop at the blue line. Giles dumped it in while Sandstrom was moving, and that set up an offensive play. We've got a good one going here to third.
And dumps to the corner. Janssen is there. Up ahead for Richard Crom. Crom to Trottier. Into the Ranger zone. Van Beesbrook steers to the corner. Osborne up the boards. Crom. Now it's Osborne. Checked by Trottier. Bossy takes the puck. Checked by Melnick. Centers. In front. Trottier couldn't get off a shot. It rolled off his stick.
Talk about Trottier in the trenches. He got away from Osborne by showing some muscle and got in front, but couldn't get the shot on Van Beesbrook. Trottier showing strength to get away from his check.
Bossy checked by Ridley. Puck is loose in the corner. Ridley didn't see it. Miller is there with Leiter. They're tied up. Bossy works it up the boards. Ridley battling with Crom now. Melnick pokes it ahead. Ridley is there to play it. Ridley gets loose. Ridley slides it through. And Bossy takes it. 2:40 to go in the third period. 3-3 the score. Crom tried to send it into the Rangers zone, send it into the Rangers crowd instead.
That last passing play by Miller across in front of Rudy. Osborne missed it. Then he went into the defenseman. He went into the goaltender. He tried to knock everybody off their skates. And we've got a good one going here. You'll see the Islanders use Trottier deep in on faceoffs in his own zone. Watch Trottier try and get away from Osborne here. See the strength he uses. Now he gets in front. Bossy reads it, but Trottier can't get a good shot away on Van Beesbrook as he stayed with the Islander player.
And another offside is called. 2:31 to go in the third period. Terry Karkner back on the Ranger bench. Still seems a little shaken up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his left hand or left wrist or left arm anyway. And Dave Smith took him into the dressing room. I don't know if he had it taped up or had some of that freezing material applied to it so he could get through the rest of the game. Tough guy, Terry Karkner.
Kessio after the puck. Bumps Janssen. Potvin moves it ahead to Flatley. 3-on-3, the Islanders come down. 2:15 left in the third period as Flatley across against Giles. Giles stays with him. Flatley centers, comes through to McKegney. Lead for Maloney. Maloney rushes with Makela on him. Potvin sends it back out. Rangers changing, and Greshner's got to go to recover the puck.
Word from our in-house detective, Bruce Beck. He has said that Karkner had dislocated a knuckle on his left hand. He went into the dressing room. They popped it back into place, and he's back on the bench for action.
Curran sends it around the boards. 1:45 to go in the third period. 3-3 the score. Melnick forechecking his Basson. Basson takes the puck away, but gives it away to Greshner. Greshner plays the boards. Maloney is there. He's bumped, but works it out. Potvin comes out. Potvin with Sandstrom. Sandstrom along the boards as the Rangers change. Morrow and Sandstrom. Now it's Kerr getting out, going rink wide, deflected by Melnick. Hanpa has it with 1:15 to go in regulation time. 3-3 the score. Chopped to the boards. Morrow has it. And into the Ranger zone it goes. Weird carom again. It slid in front of the crease. Melnick and Kerr tied up along the boards. Less than a minute to go in regulation time. Potvin check from behind, gets it to Erickson, who clears the zone. Score tied 3-3. Leiter off the stick of Bossy. Dumped out by Melnick. 45 seconds to go in regulation time. Now it's Leiter for the Islanders. Forechecking is Ridley. Here's Janssen. Bossy comes across. Bossy centers back to Janssen. Janssen turns. He shoots. It's blocked. It's still loose. Van Beesbroek covers with 29 seconds to go in regulation time. And the score tied 3-3.
Terry Simpson puts his big boys on the ice. That's Trottier and Bossy. It's a tie game late. Janssen has to right himself for a forehand shot. I think it gets through, and Van Beesbroek made a good save. Crom went down, and he bothered his left knee on that play. He has stayed on the ice. Terry Simpson now giving instructions to his hockey club. The Islanders had just 3 shots on goal in the third period until that last one by Janssen, and it was a very good one. But the position of Van Beesbroek made the save.
Phil Esposito keeping his guys alive. 29 seconds left in regulation time. Trottier, Crom, and Bossy on.
Esposito goes with Ridley on the faceoff. He was the best centerman on draws through the first 2 periods.
Loose puck.
And he won that faceoff.
And Osborne clears it out of the zone. Sent back in by Janssen. 20 seconds to go in regulation time. See the clock winding down now. Janssen drives it around the boards. Patrick and Trottier in the corner. 8 seconds. Patrick doing a good job of keeping Trottier pinned in the corner. Centered off the skate of Laidlaw. Cleared down the ice by Ridley, and we go to overtime. For the Rangers, it'll be their 15th overtime of the season. The Rangers 2-6-6 in overtime, lead the league in overtime games. This will be their second overtime game with the Islanders. We'll be right back.
Tonight,
trailing 3-2 going to the third. Tomas Sandstrom got his second of the game at 5:32, his 12th of the season from Erickson to tie it. Shots on goal in the third. Rangers 8, Islanders 4 for the game. It's 31-21 for the Rangers. For the Islanders, this is their 9th overtime game. For the Rangers, their 15th. The Rangers 2-6-6 in overtime this season. The Islanders 3-2-3.
The Islanders 3 wins in overtime. 2 goals by Bossy, 1 by Flatley. For the Rangers, Osborne has one. Is it McKegney that has the other one?
I will check that in a moment. John,
pressure's on, Sam.
All right.
Kelly Rudy, an outstanding game. Van Beesbrook, not as much work, but each has played well.
Bedubney against Buffalo.
Right.
Put that down in your file.
It's in.
Rangers' next game is Saturday night in Quebec City against the Quebec Nordiques. You can see it right here on Madison Square Garden Network at 7:30. Rangers return home Monday night against the Minnesota North Stars to start a week-long stretch of 4 games at home.
Goulet and Ashton lead Quebec 22 goals each. Let's see if somebody can get one here.
Well, we'll see if anybody has to go to a party early for New Year's Eve. In front, Kissio is stopped by Rudy. Maloney couldn't get to the puck. McKegney shoots it high and wide. Greshner keeps it in. Rangers going for it early. Kissio checked by Brent Sutter. McKegney's wraparound try is stopped. Maloney gets to the puck. Back pass to Giles. He shoots. It's deflected into the corner. McKegney around the boards. Maloney. Kissio goes out in front. Maloney holding. Centers. It's deflected by Leiter. McKegney tied up in front by Janssen. McKegney still with a puck. They battle. It's still alive. And worked free. Maloney has it. Kissio sets up in front. Maloney toward the net. Stick save by Rudy. It's loose in the corner. Janssen still tied up with McKegney. The puck sent to the near side. Makela comes out. Rangers kept the puck in the Islanders zone for almost a full minute. Here comes Makela, but it slid off his stick. Makela still with it. Giles on him. Gives it away to Potvin. Potvin comes out 3-on-2. Potvin across the line. Over to Erickson. Erickson toward the net. It's blocked. Good play by Gordonine. Loose puck behind the net taken by Makela, and he sends it all the way down. The Islanders want an icing here.
Boy, this overtime, anything but boring. That opening face-off to start overtime, the Rangers won it and fired the puck into the Islanders' zone. They fired it in hard along the boards. It would have been icing, but Maloney knew that that was a set play. He was on the other side of the ice waiting for the puck. There he touched it, and from that point on, the Rangers had flurries and flurries. Esposito trying to get the most out of his hockey club. You saw some heads on the bench. Their heads were bent over. That was the last line that was on the ice for the Rangers. They are beat. Watch this. Now this would be an icing call. Set play. Greshner fires it around. Maloney's there to break it up. It would have been icing if Maloney hadn't got to it. That's a set play, a smart play, and the Rangers got it going offensively but couldn't score. Kissio almost finished it right there, but Kelly Rudy made the save. That was a smart play off a face-off by the Rangers.
3:25 to go in overtime. Potvin ahead for Bossy. Bossy checked by Laidlaw. Erickson takes the puck away. Now it's Sandstrom against Potvin. He shoots wide. Trottier takes the puck. He's checked by Sandstrom. Sandstrom for Erickson. He's taken out of the play. Trottier moves the puck quickly. Out come the Islanders. Bossy with Crom. Bossy across the line. It deflects to the far side. Knocked down by Basson. Basson sends it around the boards. And it's moved quickly out of the zone by Melnick. Curran has it back for the Islanders. 2:50 to go in overtime. Van Beesbrook stops the puck. Laidlaw gets to it. Laidlaw winds it up. It's blocked. Islanders keep it in. Comes free to Laidlaw. 2:40 to go in overtime. Laidlaw checked by Kerr. Bangs it off the boards. Hanpa trying to find it. Back into the Ranger zone. 2.5 minutes to go. Off the boards. Ridley comes out. Try to feed Miller, but Hanpa's got him tied up. Back to the Ranger zone it comes. Van Beesbrook steers it over to Giles. 2:20 to go. Giles for Ridley. Osborne in the middle gets the pass. Miller on the right wing as Osborne comes in. Osborne against Leiter. It's blocked. Leiter gets it out of the zone. Giles recovers. Bangs it off the boards. Knocked down by Leiter. Leiter's played a good game for the Islanders. Lead for Ridley. Ridley comes in against Janssen. Janssen ties him up. LaFontaine upended by Osborne. 1:50 to go in overtime. Greshner has the puck. Greshner comes across the line. Greshner trying to get off his shot. Moves it toward the net. Leiter is there. Leiter gets it out to Brad Lauer. Lauer, who's seeing the ice for the first time in a long time. His shot was blocked. LaFontaine's pass goes by. Dwayne Sutter. Osborne has it. 1.5 minutes to go in overtime. Here's Ridley across the line. He shoots, deflects into the corner. Ridley got dumped. And Lauer clears the puck out. Patrick stops it and drives it around the boards. On the near side, Giles keeps it in, lifts it back behind the net. McKegney tied up with Potvin. Loose puck, 1:10 to go in overtime. Dwayne Sutter has it. 3-on-3, the Islanders come down. Van Beesbrook has it. Quickly out to Maloney at the line. 1 minute to go in overtime. McKegney is upended by Trottier.
And there's a penalty. Trottier is going to get a penalty. Potvin waiting and waiting and waiting, not touching the puck till he has to. He knocked off 4 seconds on the clock. Trottier met McKegney in the neutral zone, and he gets a slashing call. Trottier is incensed with Mike Noah.
He's not going. Brent Sutter's trying to ward him off and get him to the penalty box.
Brent Sutter's just as upset as Trottier is.
Yeah, but he's trying to.
Yeah, you're right. But
Trottier away from getting.
Trottier gets a misconduct.
Penalty.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter at all. There's 53 seconds left in overtime. Kevin Collins did a good job of getting Trottier away from Noah. There you see him trying to get Trottier into the penalty box. So Rangers have a golden opportunity to try and ice this hockey game.
Wow.
Watch the stick of Trottier. He came across. It wasn't that bad.
Didn't look like a slash to me.
No, he had the stick up high going into McKegney, but it didn't seem to make much contact. But that's not our department. The penalty's called.
The way he moved his stick, Noah was across the ice, and it appeared to be that it came down on McKegney. But really, what he came through with was an upper leg or a hip check, really, against McKegney.
Oh, I agree. But there has been clutching, grabbing. The Rangers have forced the play in overtime. And the Islanders been on their heels a little bit.
Rangers 2 shots on goal, the only shots on goal in the overtime. Power play for the Rangers, their 4th of the game. They send on Greshner, Patrick, Potvin, Erickson, and Sandstrom.
Trottier is the best man on faceoffs deep in the Islanders zone, too. Of course, they still have Brent Sutter. They have 2 very, very good defensive faceoff specialists.
Potvin and Sutter. Won by Sutter. Moved to the line. Stopped by Patrick. Toward the net. Save Rudy. Rebound. Sandstrom couldn't get a shot off. Patrick comes in. He hit the crossbar. Loose puck. What a chance. It went off the bar. Erickson in the corner. Rangers power play. 35 seconds left in the game. Potvin behind the net. Looking. Feeding. The shot deflected in front. Still loose. Potvin. Now it's Greshner. Shot. Score! Sandstrom! It's a hat trick and the Rangers win! Happy New Year for the New York Rangers.
The Rangers set up behind the net and waited and waited and waited. With Brian Trottier in the penalty box, the Rangers took advantage of it. And there's delight in Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
Sam, the Rangers set up behind Kelly Rudy. They waited and waited and waited. Got a good goal-scoring chance. And Kelly Rudy made the first save. And then they kept working at it, then finally scored. Sandstrom got it. But watch how the Rangers set up behind before they score the goal. The Islanders did not want to go and chase the man behind the net. Look at Potvin waiting. Sandstrom's in front. Now look at Sandstrom. He doesn't get in traffic. He's out of the picture. He gets the first shot. Now he's still out of traffic. Jan Erickson works and works and works. Sandstrom is still out of traffic. And did he find an opening up top?
What a pass by Greshner.
Super pass by Greshner. The Islander took himself out of the play by sliding. It's Ken Morrow. And 3 Islanders went after Greshner. The other defenseman's there with 3 different New York Rangers. Sandstrom finished the play, put it up top on a great backhand shot.
So the Rangers have defeated the Islanders with 23 seconds to go in overtime as Tomas Sandstrom gets his hat-trick goal. Rangers win it 4-3.
Get ready. Your experience on the internet is about to change.
Season, Tomas Sandstrom. He's with Bruce Beck right now. Let's go to Bruce.
Thank you, Sam, and it's the first NHL career hat trick for Tomas Sandstrom as the Rangers win it in overtime. Thomas, it looked like the Rangers wanted to win this game in that third period and then in overtime.
You know, we're talking between the pairs like we have to go out and have a good pair to win this game, and we were down 1 goal, and when we tie the game, just keep on going. You know.
You were really flying tonight from the first period on. Any reason?
I don't know. I feel pretty good now, and I scored some goals lately, and that helps the confidence. And
were you surprised that the penalty was called on Trache in overtime?
I couldn't see it though, so I don't know. It's good that the first penalty call like for them.
Now, I know you're going to enjoy watching the winning goal in overtime. And Thomas, I'm going to make you pilot the ship. Tell us exactly what happened.
You know, when the puck goes up to Gresh, and I thought I should just go for the net, and he made one heck of a play. I think that Kerr went down to block the shot and just went underneath him, and I just tried to put the puck on the net, and it went in.
Now here's another look at it, and your winning goal here, it's a backhander. Did you ever think about this?
No, I just tried to put it on the net, and it went high. I don't know why.
Well, you've had some big goals in your career. Where does this one rank?
You know, this is one of the biggest because we need the points. And
why don't you show the viewers the puck? There it is. Hold it up high. There it is. That's definitely going to go in the Sandstrom library, right?
Yeah, it's going to go there.
All right, to complete this interview, we want you to wish all of our Swedish viewers a Happy New Year.
Gott nytt år och hoppas på ett gott år för Rangers.
And to really finish this interview in style, send it back upstairs to Sam and JD in Swedish.
Ja, tillbaks till Sam och JD.
All right, gentlemen, back upstairs.
Thank you, Tomas Sandstrom. Congratulations on an outstanding game. And Tomas Sandstrom, as we mentioned, has been on a real good streak. He has now scored 7 goals in the last 5 games, including this one. Came alive in that New Jersey series. Had really been down for a while, but he's starting to go right now.
Well, the Islanders had only lost 1 game all year when they led going into the 3rd period. The Rangers turned that around. They came back and won. The Rangers won their first game.